Let me talk to you about the first of my turtles. It's called Living an Active Lifestyle. Now, when you think living an active lifestyle, a lot of people think running, jogging, walking, swimming, hiking, biking, all these things, eating healthy. And you know what? That's absolutely drinking enough water. And those are absolutely part of living a healthy, active lifestyle physically. However, there's also mentally. There's the spending the time in the books, thinking, reading, watching things that are actually enriching you and not SpongeBob. There's listening to conversations with people, listening to podcasts that are going to take your brain game up a notch. That is living a mental active lifestyle, but that's not what I'm talking about. There's a spiritual living the active lifestyle, or spending the time with your spiritual leaders, with your spiritual books, with your time in your where you recognize your religion, where you practice your religion, or where you have that quiet time, quiet space to be able to connect with either the universe or your creator, whatever you call it. That's being spiritually active. I'm not talking about that either. I'm talking about grammatically, but not really. So in grammar, we have passive tense and active tense. Active tense, our active voice, the verb follows the noun. Dave fed the dog. Whereas passive, the dog was fed by Dave. Now, what does that have to do with how we live? It has to do with everything we live, because if you are living in the passive voice, then that means that life is happening to you instead of you happening to life. You know what? Shit happens. Get over it. And sometimes it's really hard to do that. However, by recognizing that you have the choice, change this mindset. I can't tell you what to do, but I can tell you what happens if you do it. If you change your mindset from stuff happens to me to stuff occurs and I happen to the universe. When you start taking an active role, then you start taking a role of responsibility, and you start expecting other people to have that role of responsibility. And then you start holding them accountable for their actions. And if they are being toxic to you, then you're actually holding them accountable for it instead of you taking blame for that. And this is all a shift, and it does happen in increments. You're not going to happen immediately, but I highly recommend you give it a try. That was my first turtle.